In the meantime, though, there's always baseball to hold us over. Cy Young, both American League and National League, pretty interesting at this point. Let's take a look at these betting numbers. You can bet on these pretty much on a daily basis. They don't really take these down very often. Garrett Cole in the American League. New York Yankee Garrett Cole remains the favorite at minus 120. Robbie Ray, who could be had at 100 to 1 about 6 weeks ago, is now plus 150. Lance Lynn, who's always been hanging around all year, is at 3 to 1. Rodon, of course, has backed up. He's at 20 to 1. Shohei's not going to get it done at 50 to 1. And Lucas Giolito makes it on the screen at 100 to 1. It's kind of a Cole versus Ray, mano a mano. I don't want to disrespect Lance Lynn, but it looks like it's between those two guys.
Yeah, and Ray just a huge beneficiary of injuries with Cole and Lynn because, I mean, this now is actually a real thing because we don't know the real long-term status here of Garrett Cole. I mean, this might be a win by attrition for Robbie Ray when it's all said and done. If Garrett Cole has to miss, what if he has to miss two starts, his next 2 starts or something like that, and Robbie Ray just doesn't get lit up in the interim, and Lance Lynn again, he's been on the IL because he's had to miss time, and so. You're last man standing, and good for Robbie Ray, right? I mean,
good for Robbie Ray, who has been dogged by high walk rates for his whole career. Not so much this year. That's been the big difference for Robbie Ray. And if you go to, again, we love to delve into advanced stats, or at least I do. I don't want to speak for anybody else. But Robbie Ray has just had a sensational year, and I can't get my Fangraphs page up, so I'm not going to tell you what they are now. But that's where it stands right now. Cole minus 120, Robbie Ray at plus 150, and Robbie Ray with a 2.60 ERA. The fielding independent is about, it's about a little more than half a run worse than that, 3.37, which is more of a barometer of what he has been able to control himself. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, a 32.3% K rate, and here's the deal. A 6.4% walk rate. Last year, his walk rate was 17.9%. The 3 years before that, all double-digit walk rates. That's the difference.
And if you're wondering why he has plummeted as much as he had, if you just look at his August, and really this is what's come down here actually in his first start into September. So just starting at the beginning of August, 6 innings, 2 earned. Next start in August, 6 innings, no earned, 5 Ks. Go to his next start in August, 7 innings, 2 earned, 8 Ks. Then you go to his next start in August, 8 innings, 1 earned, 11 Ks. Start after that, 7 innings, 1 earned, 14 Ks. Next, his last start in August, 7 innings, 2 earned, 10 Ks. And then, of course, this final start here in September, 6 2/3, 10 Ks, no earned. So he has really just turned it on here in the last month. And with all of those starts, has, as Gill mentioned, just plummeted in the odds, and rightfully so, because he has been that good, that dominant. And, I mean, you're getting, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 consecutive quality starts?
I just did the math for you on that. So I counted up what you were just saying. 8 earned runs then in 47 2/3 innings. That's a 1.51 ERA since the beginning of August. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And Garrett Cole, if he doesn't, I mean, again, we don't know. Mm-hmm. What if he just disappears now the rest of the regular season?
And taking nothing away from Cole, he has been fantastic too since he righted the ship, and he's been fantastic as well. But again, we're just talking about this is if we were going off of just what people have done when they were actually out on the field, then the NL Cy Young would go to DeGrom, right? But you have to stay healthy, you have to be out there, you have to make enough starts with all this. And with Garrett Cole and Robbie Ray having closed the gap as much as he has, and Lance Lynn going to the IL, now who knows what's going on with Garrett Cole? Yeah, I mean, we could definitely see a Robbie Ray Cy Young here, and again, like you just mentioned, I mean, this is just absurd stat line since the beginning of August.
Let me ask you a question. Were you not impressed that I just came up with his ERA since August? Algebra. Boys and girls, pay attention in algebra class.
And the most interesting thing is if you go back to his last start in July and you add that in as well, it still comes out to a 1.51 ERA.
Really?
Yes. And bam, there we have it.
How about that?
But yes, that is 8 consecutive quality starts.
So if you're, would you make a bet? Because they're both very bettable. Who would you bet on right now, Cole or Ray?
It would be Ray for me.
It would be Ray.
Because again,
Okay.
I will take the certainty over the uncertainty pretty much every single time.
National League, Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, the short shot, plus 140. Look at his teammate, Max Scherzer, plus 260. No man has won a Cy Young switching teams midseason since Rick Sutcliffe, 1984. And then there's a couple Brewers after a couple Dodgers. Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, plus 350, 7-1 respectively. Zach Wheeler also checks in at 7-1. Everybody else is a pretty good long shot, including the Giants, Kevin Gausman. By the way, that's the one biggest thing of all of these things. There's no Giant in sight in any award market. Best team in baseball, not a nary a name. It's incredible. Who you betting on here?
So Scherzer, since coming over to the Dodgers, he's made 7 starts. He's gone 5-0. He's gone 43 innings. He's only given up 5 earned runs in those 43 innings. He has struck out 63 in those 43 innings. He has a 1.05 ERA since coming over to the Dodgers and a 177 batting average against. He has been phenomenal.
Jeez.
Phenomenal.
How about, again, you're the Dodgers. You have all this massive talent throughout your whole team, and this pesky Giants team, you're still trying to get by them, and you're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to import Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. It's just incredible.
But when you look, 63 Ks in 43 innings. That is what this guy has done since coming over to the Dodgers. It's just been unbelievable.
63 Ks in 40, what'd you say?
43 innings.
My goodness.
And again, he has as well 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 of his 7 starts, quality starts as well.
So you'd play the plus 260 on him?
I think Scherzer should be the favorite at this point with what he's done.
Max Scherzer on the year, his K rate, 35.4%. His last 7 years, all north of 30% K rates. Boys and girls, that is elite.
And he's not a youngster.
And his walk rate never even approaches double digits.
He is 37 years old.
Good gracious.